A secret part of you is waking up, and this new moon, it's asking you to confront it or be run by it. We have a new moon in Scorpio, and I'm looking at my notes real quickly. So if I look down, that's what that's about. It's going to be exact November 20th, 2025, exact at 1:47 a.m. Eastern time. So you may be feeling it today or tomorrow more strongly, and then it'll peak at that time. And what's interesting is that we have this new moon at the end of Scorpio season. And many of you are probably still reeling, processing the revelations that came up around the full moon in Taurus a couple of weeks ago. Maybe you've been processing a lot emotionally. And this new moon, one of its aspects is that it's actually going to be opposite Uranus. So that creates a Sun Uranus opposition. So the Sun is our identity, how we see ourselves. Uranus, planet of disruptions, revolution sometimes. So you may be experiencing an inner revolution around this new moon. Inner truths may be coming to the surface. And there may be things that you don't like showing up, certain parts of your shadow self, deeper parts of self, deeper parts of yourself, excuse me, that you have been pushing down because it felt too scary or overwhelming to look at, to face. And Scorpio drives us to do that, to look at what we have been repressing, what we're not comfortable with. But there is a beauty and a gift in that. Because when you can do that, when you can face those scary aspects of yourself, you can unleash a lot of internal power, a lot of internal energy can be freed up by looking at what scares you, what's emotionally uncomfortable for you. And I think it's interesting that for the next few months, we have new moons that are at the end of their season. And so new moons typically show us what the next 3 to 4 weeks are going to be like until that next new moon, kind of the theme, what we're going to be working with. And so this one is at the end of Scorpio season, and it's right before Sagittarius season starts on Friday. And I've always found it interesting that Scorpio is right before Sagittarius because in so many ways they feel like very opposite energies. Scorpio can be very dark and moody, and Sagittarius is very light and fun. It can be intense in a different way, but we tend to think of Sagittarius as the adventurous spirit. But it's also got that aspect of wisdom, the sage. And I think as I was reflecting on this new moon, that this is why they come in that order. Scorpio invites us to go into the shadows, the basement of ourselves. And by excavating that, the things we don't want to look at, by shining a light on what scares us, by moving through the emotional intensity, alchemizing it, integrating it, we can come out freer and stronger to be that archer, to be that traveler, to be the wanderer. I think you need to go through that process first before you're willing to do the exploration that Sagittarius invites us into. And this new moon is asking us to go into our heart, to set our heart on fire, to meet the fire burning within us. That by moving through that internal muck, we can unleash the fire of our heart. We can ignite it. We can welcome it. We can have the strength and the bravery that it takes to be an explorer, to be an explorer of ourselves and to be an explorer of our lives. So, what do you want that to look like? How do you want that to show up in your business? How do you want that to show up in how you serve yourself? How do you want that to show up in your personal relationships, your friendships, your romantic relationships, your family relationships, especially since we're in the holiday season? We're coming up on Thanksgiving next week. People are moving into Christmas, Hanukkah, the New Year. This is the time of year when we begin to look at all of those things. We think about what do we want to set up in the new year? What do we want to be as our foundation? What's driving us? What has value to me? And this new moon is a great time to look at all of those things, to sit with those inquiries, and to give yourself permission to at least get a glimpse of what it looks like. You may not have all those answers come to you this week, but at least give yourself the space, the time to sit with it, to be in a space where you can process the feelings that have come up over the last couple of weeks. Because this new moon is inviting us to finish that up, finish that process, get to a level of completion around it, come to some decisions, some clarity. That way you have the energy to move forward, to take the next step. And as always, as you do this work, be kind to yourself because you have come so far. You have accomplished so much. You have done so many extraordinary things. You've been of service to so many people. And your mission, your purpose, your business has helped so many people in so many ways that you probably aren't even aware of. So pat yourself on the back for that. And know that the work that you do now is going to help you take that to the next level. It's going to help you go to the next level for yourself. And you're worth that. You deserve that. And I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. Wishing you so much love, so much joy, so much peace. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to ask people to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. That does help me as well. I'll have links below to what I offer, my Skool community, doing one-to-one sessions for people. And just come, play with me, allow me to support you in the best way that I can. And also continue to reach out to others who support you as well. You have a whole team of people rooting for you, believing in you. And, it's okay to reach out to them, ask for help, and, because you're worth receiving it. Easefully yours, Darice.